Recently, I've noticed that many of my topics are about marketing, and I've been neglecting the prospecting side of it. And what's the difference between marketing and prospecting? Well, marketing is activities that you do to bring business your way. Yellow page advertising, classified ads, things that are they're kind of like push marketing, where you're putting your message out and people come back to you. Now, prospecting is just the opposite way. It's where you go out to bring business to you. And what I've found is that many agents are not comfortable with prospecting and really don't know how to do it properly. So today we're going to talk about 3 or 4 things that are real cost effective. I mean, all of these things together should be maybe $1,000 a month, but very, very effective as far as bringing business back to you. The first thing with prospecting is to find a geographic farm. Now with marketing, you can do niche marketing. It doesn't have to be tied to a specific area, but prospecting is geographic. So find the area that probably you live around, because it's easier if you are working with your neighbors. I think 250 houses is a really good number to work with. Anything more than that, it gets to be cumbersome if you follow this procedure. The first thing after you've identified your farm is to create a neighborhood blog. And there's a lot of free blog platforms out there. Blogger, WordPress. If you have any questions, talk to Kermit Johnson. We've mentioned him before. I'm sure he can get you started. But create a neighborhood blog. You don't have to be a great writer, but have pictures, community events, things going on in the neighborhood. If you can write and talk about some of your thoughts about real estate, so much the better. But create a good blog, have your contact information on it, have search capabilities so people can find houses, market reports, again, pictures of the neighborhood, things that really set you up as being the neighborhood expert. So that's a really good online start. The second thing is to create a quarterly newsletter. And you can do those for, next to nothing if you've got any capabilities at all. Front and back, again, talk about market statistics, maybe have some photos on there, your contact information. Make sure you mention your blog, because what you're trying to do now is to drive some activity to your blog, and you're wrapping up these loose ends. As far as getting that quarterly newsletter out, I would say twice a year, mail it. And it's an effective way of getting it out. But an even more effective way, I think, is to go door to door, which kind of brings me up to my next point, is to create a business card that is just that neighborhood specific. Maybe it has a nice picture of something that's readily identified with that neighborhood, and also a refrigerator magnet with a calendar on it. Calendars are good because they got good long shelf life. And again, with a nice picture of a neighborhood, so people will keep it up, and with your contact information on it. Now, when you're going door to door, you're bringing your quarterly newsletter, you're bringing your business card, you're bringing a calendar, you're giving something to people. You're not asking them for anything, and so it helps to break down some of those barriers. You want to keep away from the creep factor of knocking on someone's door and asking them for business. So you're just, here's some market statistics, here's some information, I represent the community, I'm an expert in the community, and see if you can't engage them in some conversation about the community itself. But the door-to-door, face-to-face is an excellent way of building up some recognition within your neighborhood. And the third thing, or is this the fourth thing, that I would encourage you to do is coordinate like a spring garage sale. Ask for volunteers, so you're working with people from the community as far as coordinating all the efforts. Make sure that all the literature that you send out for the garage sale, people know that you are sponsoring it, that you're the one who's involved. Your name's out there again. Talk about your blog for more information. Take pictures of it that you can post onto your blog. But you're getting out into the community, and all of these things together, as I said, should cost you $1,000 a month at most, or a year at most. And everything I've seen leads me to believe that from these activities, you should get 4 to 6 more transactions just from that neighborhood. And as time goes on, that number will increase from there. And if you figure out, 4 to 6 transactions, whatever your average price in your neighborhood is, minus a little bit of your time and $1,000 in materials, that's a huge payoff. So I encourage you to prospect as well as market.